So we've talked about the characters who have never died in the history of Mortal Kombat, excluding Armageddon, from both the original timeline and in the new timeline, and so many people responded very well to that video, and I very much appreciate the support. And in this video, we're going to be talking about character deaths in another way. We're going to be talking about character deaths that are unclear, meaning a character is presumed to be dead or said to be dead or we think to be dead, but we don't really know if that's actually the case. This is going to be a fun video because everybody in the comments is probably going to let me know what they think. Do you guys think the character is meant to be dead, or do you guys think the character was meant to be alive? Watch to the end of the video to come up with your own conclusions. Before we get started, make sure to drop a like on this video if you want to see more videos like this, and also subscribe to the channel so you don't miss those lore videos. And I also recommend to follow my Twitch streams. I stream every Monday, Wednesday, Saturday at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you want to chill and chat with me and talk Mortal Kombat or anything else, click the link down below and I hope to see you there. Alright, let's start off with everyone's favorite Big Mac. Not the gross one from McDonald's. I'm talking about the Red Ninja, Ermac. So as of right now, Ermac is not in Mortal Kombat 11. There's a lot of speculation from the fans that he actually may show up in a future combat pack, but as of right now, he is not in MK11. But the question is, did Ermac die? Well, in the original timeline, excluding Armageddon of course, Ermac has never died in the original timeline. He may have missed some games in the original timeline, but that doesn't mean that he died in those games. In the new timeline, however, it's a little bit unclear. And this whole question started with Mortal Kombat X with Ermac's ending. In Ermac's ending in Mortal Kombat X, he does die. The essence of Shang Tsung comes out of nowhere and steals all the souls within him, forming Shang Tsung's new body. And a lot of people since MKX, since 2015, have asked if that ending is going to end up being canon in the next game. Well, MK11 is out right now, and Ermac's not in it. We don't really know where Ermac is. However, there is one intro dialogue between Shang Tsung and Kitana that do reference these events that took place in Ermac's ending.
I killed Ermac and stole Jared's soul.
So killing you will set my father free.
If you could kill me.
So I know a lot of people are going to say, well, there's your answer right there. Yes, the ending did become canon. However, you have to keep in mind that not all intros are canon. A lot of the intros, most of the time, are just funny little Easter eggs that the writers just wrote. So the fans can say, oh, I remember that, or oh, I know what they're referencing, because we still don't know at what time period Kronika took Shang Tsung from the past. It seems like it may have been during MK1, but if Shang Tsung is referencing things that happened after MKX, then why does he look old? This is why I'm putting it in the unclear category for Ermac. We don't know for sure whether or not Ermac has died in this Mortal Kombat canon. Hopefully we'll find answers if Ermac does show up to be in MK11 in a Combat Pack 3. The next character we gotta talk about is Frost. Now, in the original timeline, Frost has never died. In the new timeline, however, this is a simple question. Did Frost actually die at the end of MK11? When Raiden defeats her, he basically just fries her brain until the cyber shut down on the ship. So does that mean he fried her brain until she died? Or did Raiden just fry the circuits to keep the cyber shut down, but didn't actually kill Frost? It's not really explicitly clear other than Frost was defeated, but did she die? I have no idea. Again, you guys can let me know in the comments below. The next character we're talking about is Scarlet. Of course, Scarlet didn't exist in the original timeline, so we're not going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking about the new timeline. The only real time Scarlet was ever brutally beaten down was in the Mortal Kombat X comics when Mileena took her legs, but there was never really any implication that Scarlet died from that. A lot of people did assume that she just grew her legs back, or she would grow her legs back through her own blood magic. magic. There are intros in MK11 talking about that. And even though I basically said to take MK11's intros with a grain of salt, I think we can all come to the conclusion that that did probably happen. What I'm mainly talking about is a line from Kotal Khan where he notices Baraka and Scarlet being brought back from the past and referring to them as Shao Kahn's warriors long since gone.
We were at the Mortal Kombat tournament. Kung Lao had just defeated Shang Tsung and Quan Chi.
We are decades beyond those events.
For us, they happened only moments ago.
What game are you playing, Raiden? What magic powers this delusion?
If it is a delusion, it is one we all share. Is it possible that the past and future are colliding?
Katana, Baraka, Scarlet, all Outworld champions long since gone.
Now, you could say that this line implies that they're not necessarily dead, but they just haven't been seen in a very, very long time. But remember, this is when Kotal sees Baraka, and Baraka has been gone, dead, for a very, very long time. And when he sees Scarlet with him, does that mean that Scarlet also died sometime between Mortal Kombat X and MK11? This could go either way. I'm not really sure. I'm gonna leave it up to you guys. Now that's about it concerning the new timeline. Now let's focus on events that happened in the original timeline, starting with Li Mei. So in the events of Mortal Kombat Deception, Li Mei joins the fight with the heroes against Onaga, up until a certain point. At the end, Li Mei actually betrays the heroes and joins Onaga, and then falls in love with him and becomes his queen? Don't know what that's all about, but I know a lot of people may think that ending is not canon because it's so ridiculous and all that kind of stuff. But then, in the next game, in Mortal Kombat Armageddon, we meet her in the Netherrealm. Why is she in hell? Now, we all know the heroes won at the end of Mortal Kombat Deception, so maybe they killed Li Mei in the process and she was sent to hell, and that's why we meet her in the Netherrealm in the next game? It seems to make the most sense, but it's not really clear if that's actually the case. Can't really come up with another solution right there, so I'm going to say that she may have died at the end of Mortal Kombat Deception and ended up in hell because of it. Now we've got to talk about Cobra. Now in the new timeline, it is said that Cobra is dead. In Mortal Kombat X, there's an intro dialogue between Aaron Black and Kano where Aaron Black claims to have killed Cobra.
You know the Black Dragon.
Killed one. Cobra, I think.
Another reason to gotcha.
Now remember, you always gotta take intros with a grain of salt. Sometimes they're just fun little Easter eggs and such, but this doesn't really break anything, so I might as well just say that it probably did happen in the new timeline. However, we're gonna be focusing on the original timeline. So in the original timeline, during Mortal Kombat Deception, Cabal was supposed to have these Black Dragon tryouts, and it was a competition between Cobra and Kira, and which one he really wanted to be in the Black Dragon clan. So he had Cobra and Kira fight each other, and in Kira's ending, Kira actually kills Cobra. So maybe he should have died at the end of Mortal Kombat Deception, but in Mortal Kombat Armageddon, the first mission we go on, we meet Cobra and Kira. So was it retconned in Mortal Kombat Armageddon? Or did those tryouts never happen? Or when are they supposed to happen? Because it is supposed to happen, that is canon. But why is Cobra alive in Mortal Kombat Armageddon when he is said to be dead? Or at the very least said to have been defeated by Kira? See, we give the stories made by NetherRealm a lot of shit for retcons and plot holes and things like that, but we also have to acknowledge that happened quite a bit in the original timeline as well. Maybe not as much and maybe not as bad, but there's an example of retcons and plot holes just being present in the original games. Another death that seems to be unclear also comes from Mortal Kombat Deception, and that's with Hotaru. Hotaru is supposed to die in Mortal Kombat Deception, but his death is unclear, or the way he dies is not really clear. In Kenshi's ending, it was said that while him and Sub-Zero were traveling in Outworld, they were ambushed by Hotaru, and Kenshi ended up killing Hotaru. Seems simple, right? Well, in Dairu's ending, it was said that there was a bounty on Hotaru Hotaru's head, and Dairu had to be the one to kill Hotaru, in which Dairu actually did succeed in doing that. So first you gotta question, okay, who was the one who did it, who actually killed Hotaru in Deception's story? And then the second question you gotta ask is, how and why is Hotaru showing up in Mortal Kombat Armageddon? There's no explanation as to how he comes back. Did he die and come back to life, or did he not die at all? What's the deal here? One of the flaws I will say about Mortal Kombat Deception is that's the game where it kind of really did start to make some plot holes happen. And Mortal Kombat Armageddon was pretty safe in not creating new ones, but it also didn't really answer that many questions either. And I think a big part of that is because a lot of the characters in Mortal Kombat Armageddon didn't even have bios. So the story really couldn't continue because the only way we would get a story is through bios, and a lot of characters who need them don't have them. So there you guys have it. Those are the characters whose deaths are unclear. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and let me know your guys' answers to these questions. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you drop a big thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel so you never miss a video from me. Also, be sure to let me know in the comments below what other lore videos you guys would like to see next. I would very much like to hear from you. I'll see you guys in the next video.